are so many lavender benefits. It's frustrating to me that this herb gets shrugged off as a scent and cleaning supplies are only used as an essential oil. The reality is the whole plant makes powerful medicine and delicious treats. In this video, I'm sharing many lavender benefits, plus showing you how easy it is to make lavender honey. Hello, I'm Rosalee de la Forage, herbalist, teacher, and best-selling herbal author. I created this YouTube channel to share trusted herbal knowledge so that you can get the best results when using herbs for your health. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video to get my simple recipe for lavender honey. I also have a free recipe card gift for you. And while you're watching, let me know in the comments below your favorite ways to work with lavender. It's always interesting and insightful to hear the experiences of plant lovers out there, and your suggestions may help inspire others. Okay, let's dive in. Lavender's delightful scent and beautiful blooming flower spikes have made it a favorite herb for centuries. Wild lavender grows throughout the Mediterranean and Northeast Africa, while garden varieties are found all over the world. Lavender is cherished for its scent, being widely used in perfumes, beauty products, disinfectants, and household cleaners. Herbalists and aromatherapists rely on it for everything from relieving stress and promoting sleep to healing wounds and encouraging healthy digestion. If you go to any large plant nursery, you'll soon find there are a dizzying number of different lavenders out there. Some have been bred for large flowers, while others are hardier for surviving in harsher winters, like mine. In the aromatherapy world, the different lavenders are prized for their variations in chemical content. Just dipping your toe into the world of lavenders will show you how complex this common herb can be. The best way to get to know lavender is to enjoy it often. When walking by lavender plants, rub your hands along the leaves, stems, and flowers, and then cup your hands to your nose and mouth and breathe deeply. Pay special attention to the plants that are potently aromatic. If you do this over time, you'll get a sense of the many nuances of lavender. Lavender's lovely scent is a balm to a stressed out mind. Simply smelling the lavender plant or essential oil soothes anxiety and decreases stress. Herbalists have long recommended lavender pillows and sachets as a bedtime aid to promote deeper sleep. Some interesting studies have confirmed this use. One study looked at how improved sleep habits combined with lavender essential oil could help college students who reported having sleep issues. 79 students were split into two groups. Both groups were given important guidelines to improve their sleep, like maintaining a regular sleep schedule, avoiding fluid intake before bedtime, avoiding caffeine and alcohol late in the day, creating a good sleeping environment, like having darkness, avoiding screens, texting, having a relaxing bedtime routine, and exercising regularly. Then, one group of these students was given lavender essential oil patch to place on their chest at night. The other group was given an identical patch without the essential oil. While both groups showed improvements in sleep quality, those using the lavender patches had significant improvements over those solely using sleep hygiene practices. Another study showed that smelling lavender helped to improve the sleep of people who had recently given birth. Lavender can go beyond helping people to get their necessary sleep. A small pilot study has shown that it can also improve postpartum anxiety and depression for high-risk folks. Lavender's ability to soothe nerves and relieve stress can be a gift in countless situations. A few years back, my friend and fellow herbalist Thomas Easley and I were going through a very stressful time together. One of our daily practices was what we called our garden ritual, which simply involved breathing in the sweet aromas of this huge lavender plant in a garden near our rooms. Now I refer to these as lavender moments. Numerous clinical studies have looked at lavender's ability to relieve stress and anxiety in many different ways. Several studies have shown that breathing lavender prior to surgery or a dental appointment can be positively relaxing. It has also been shown to relieve the agitation that often accompanies dementia. Lavender oil aromatherapy in nursing homes has been shown to decrease falls in elderly folks. Herbalist David Winston recommends lavender for people who feel they are in a fog and for those experiencing stagnant depression, which he defines as a fixation on a specific traumatic event. For these purposes, he recommends using the whole plant internally as a tea or a tincture, and he likes to combine it with lemon balm. And if you haven't seen it, I've got a popular video all about lemon balm on my YouTube channel. Lavender has many actions that make it a wonderful herb to consider for wounds, infections, and even bug bites. It can promote the healing of wounds and is antiseptic and antimicrobial, which helps to address infection while also decreasing pain. It's also been shown to relieve excessive inflammation and relieve pain after an episiotomy. Lavender is antimicrobial. It's been shown to be effective against vaginal yeast overgrowth. Lavender essential oil is widely used on minor burns to decrease pain and promote tissue healing. I like to use it on bug bites to relieve the itching and inflammation. Many studies have shown lavender to have a powerful effect on reducing our sense of pain, and it could be a helpful adjunct therapy to stronger pain medications. Here's a great example of this. One study showed that children who had their tonsils removed took less acetaminophen when inhaling lavender essential oil as part of their post-surgical practice. 2 studies have shown that lavender essential oil can be helpful for people who experience pain with menstruation. One study showed that simply inhaling lavender essential oil was effective, while another used it as an abdominal massage oil to good effect. While often not thought of for digestion, lavender proves to be a wonderful culinary and medicinal herb to promote healthy digestion. It's slightly warming and aromatic, making it a lovely carminative herb. It can be enjoyed in food or as a tea or even added to bitter digestive blends. There are 47 species in the Lavandula genus. Lavandula angustifolia is the most well-known and most used within the herbal medicine. There are many different cultivars of the species as well. Lavandula angustifolia originally hails from the rocky, dry soils of the Mediterranean region. It prefers to grow in well-drained soils and thrives in wet winters and dry summers. Hot, humid summers are sometimes the most difficult climate for the cultivation of lavender. Lavender can be low-growing, and it can also grow as a small shrub growing several feet in height. The narrow evergreen leaves are strongly aromatic. The flowers range from pink to blue to purple, and they grow as spikes on the end of leafless stems. When harvesting lavender for medicine, it's best to cut the stalks after the flower buds have formed, but before they have fully bloomed. I honestly have a tough time cutting back a lot of my lavender because I know the bees and other pollinators love the blooms so much. As an ornamental plant, lavender prefers to be cut back to a round mold every year. Otherwise, it can become kind of overly woody and take on strange shapes. What I do is I take these older cuttings and then I dry them and put them into old pillowcases, which I then place in linen closets and drawers. Even though these cuttings weren't harvested in their prime, they still have a great scent. Lavender essential oil is best used externally when diluted with a carrier oil. Use caution with lavender from florist shops as they may have been sprayed or grown with harmful chemicals. There have been some unsubstantiated reports that lavender-scented products have adversely affected young boys due to estrogenic effects. These isolated cases have been questioned, and currently the Botanical Safety Handbook gives lavender its highest safety rating. Lavender is a delicious culinary herb. I love infusing it into milk or dairy substitutes to make things like custard and ice cream. It also tastes great as a tea. On a hot summer's day, I like to infuse the fresh flowers and leaves in water for a couple of hours for a light, floral tasting water. One important tip is that when using lavender in food or tea, it's best used in small amounts. Too much lavender leaves an unpleasant, bitter, and kind of perfumey taste. Lavender can also be worked with as an alcohol extract or a tincture, or even as a glycerite. The plant can be infused into oil for use as a healing oil, lotion, or salve. Lavender essential oil is commonly added to all-purpose salves. Lavender is so much fun to work with. See my book, Alchemy of Herbs, for more information on lavender, including recipes for lavender bath salts, lavender facial clay, and one of my favorites, lavender and orange custard. A delicious way to enjoy lavender is to infuse it into honey. This simple treat is so delicious, and it also makes a lovely gift. Here's how I like to make lavender honey. I fill a half-pint glass jar halfway with honey. I then add 1 tablespoon of lavender flower buds. You can use fresh or dried for this. Then I fill the rest of the jar of the way with honey. Then put a tight lid on it, label it as always, and then leave it on the counter. Then for the next week, I turn the jar upside down 2 to 3 times a day. This helps to infuse the lavender into the honey. After about a week, give it a taste. See if the aromas have infused. If it tastes sweet, like honey, and a bit lavendery, then you can start using it right away. If desired, you can let it sit longer for a stronger flavor. And there's no reason to strain the flowers from the honey, but you can if you'd like. You can use this simple recipe as a guideline for making various amounts of lavender-infused honey. Just remember, go easy on how much lavender you use so that it retains a pleasant flavor without being overly bitter or too perfumey. Lavender honey can be added to teas or even drizzled on toast, pastries, or ice cream. As you can see, it's super simple to make and it's absolutely yummy. To make things easy for you, I've created a recipe card that you can download and then use to make your own lavender honey. You can get your lavender honey recipe card by visiting the link in the video description. Also, in the video description, I've included other helpful links like where you can buy lavender, as well as both of my books. If you've enjoyed this video on lavender health benefits and you value trusted herbal information, then I hope you stick around. The best way to get started is to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can be the first to get my best herbal insights and recipes. Lavender Fun Fact. Lavender is a member of the mint family, and its genus name refers to lavare, which means to wash. In times past, it was often used in bath water or to scent bed linens and towels.